I don't think that I would have chosen the 1970s as being my favorite design era, but when you spend some time looking back, there was some pretty cool stuff going on. I'm Susan Crenshaw. Welcome to this small space. First, original concept lighting, and then the original look of a leather sofa. That's what gives this home its true retro character. The house in our first segment is literally split in two. One side is white, one side is black. And that's just the beginning of the story. The real marvel is the architecture at the back that allows it to feel open and airy.
The original house was built in the late 1930s and was extremely small to begin with, approximately 1,000 square feet in the original construction. The house is a place to live, which includes art, it includes other sensual experiences that expand our awareness and our consciousness. And I think there's a great sharing of that sensibility between the clients and myself. The main living room is obviously a very small and intimate space. The Corbusier block chairs really tend to help make the room feel very solid and very dense. And then there are doors open past the fireplace, which open to a porch, and then beyond that open to the kitchen, and then to the study beyond that. There's a block counter in there, which was used for storage, which also helps to bring the room into the kitchen area as well. The blackened wood, the ebonized ash, which is used for a lot of the cabinets that enclose the heating, the Pirelli rubber floor, the blackened floor, which then works with our blackened ash for the heating radiator grills in the floor. All of those things are chosen and selected to be sympathetic to each other and to create a harmony throughout the house. There is, as mentioned before, a relationship between the block cabinet that's in the living room, which is used as a storage element, and its similar material, both for the countertop, the stainless steel countertop, and the base of the cabinet, so that it feels as if the cabinet has migrated from the living room into the kitchen or vice versa. So there's a natural transition caused by that material, which allows the space to move from one room to the other without having a larger opening in the wall. You enter into the dining room, which has a couple of windows, which are the old windows of the house, and worked against the kitchen into a long alley, which was really the old, very closed back wall of the house. As we approached the design, we removed the rear wall of the house completely, restructured the building on columns, and put a field of doors with steps leading out to the garden, which would allow the spaces on the inside of the house to really feel free-flowing and open to the outside garden, merging the inside and the outside parts of the house so that the interior landscape and the exterior landscape would be shared as a shared experience. The pottery collection room was a great opportunity. Before, it was in a very closed space, and so when the field of doors was placed in, this allowed that space with the pottery to become really open to the outdoors. So without physically changing the size of the house, the illusion with the elements used allowed one to feel that the house is in fact twice as big as it is. In lots of conversations with the clients, we realized that we shared a great sensibility into the sensuousness of materials. I felt strongly to reflect that sensibility, to choose a palette of materials that would live a very long time, would do very well in the aging process of the building. And in that, we used mahogany throughout as the base woodwork. And in conjunction with that, all of the stairs and outside stonework are done in limestone. And all of the edging at the top, including the downspouts from the roof, are done in copper, which as time goes by will turn a very velvety green and be quite sympathetic to the mahogany and to the stone. The porch was originally a simple shed, and we simply added the mahogany screen panels, stonework, all built around and placed in sympathy with the original structures so that, again, it would all flow together, that there would be a sympathy between what was there before and what we added afterward. Off the bedroom, there was the raw structure of the roof. You literally walked through the attic structure to get to the bathroom. We built a wall of drawers, everything from small jewelry drawers to large shoe drawers to all kinds of clothing drawers, and then a set of cabinets and closets which have very large doors, which are more traditional closets. The dressing area is seen as a fully wooden space, including the floor, the cabinets, which then go up to surround and wrap the plasterwork. And then there's a piece of furniture which appears in the master bedroom, which is literally an extension of the cabinet work which was done in there, now placed as a furniture object, not as a built-in element in the space. I feel very strongly that that architecture is about seeing design across time. It's very important that all aspects of building, whether they're 50 or 100 years apart, can speak to each other and can have and share a sympathy. And that sympathy is held in materials. It's held in the way we build. We try to select materials which can also sustain a very long life, which will look good not only at the time they're built, but also as they age, and to try to anticipate that as much as possible, and to reinvigorate an idea of craft and construction. It's very important that this idea of craft and building is ever present in our society. It is the way we feel about ourselves, and it's ultimately the way we view ourselves culturally.